All right, so I'm Jess. I am a beauty consultant on Kelly's team, aspiring to be Star Beauty and Silver. Not quite there yet. I'm in the process of moving, hence all the chaos in the back. We're buying our first home. But Kelly and I were on a chat, 2-3 weeks ago, and just kind of talking about all the different things that I post in my group and the content that I come up with and how I do it. And Kelly was like, oh my gosh, I have no clue on how to use Pinterest. How do you use it? She's like, I haven't even touched it just because I don't know. So that's where this came from. And basically I'm going to go through and talk about how I create my content. I'll throw up in the chat my VIP page, so that way you can see what I'm talking about. Just the home VIPs. So, and I work in the tech industry, so that's why I'm so lovely and geeky. So just if you ever have a question, just feel free to ask. So let's share our screen. So first and foremost, you've disabled my screen, so you got to let me. You gotta let me share. Well, I see share screen, and let's see here.
Do I need to?
Kelly, I think if you make Jess the host, it'll give her that capability to share her screen.
Okay, will it still be recorded on my end?
It should still stay recorded on your end.
Okay, thanks for your patience, guys. I'm making you host. Make Jess the meeting host. Yes.
I'm a host now.
You're a host.
Take on the show. All right.
Yeah, Jess is while she's doing this, her content is amazing, and her graphics are amazing, and yeah. So
cool. I am. I'm very animated, so I apologize if my singing's terrible and all that good stuff, but that's who I am. So this, can you guys see my screen? Can you see Pinterest?
Yes.
Yes. All right. So give me a thumbs up or hands up if you currently have a face or a Pinterest account. Yeah, so that means I have it, but I don't use it. Am I getting a consensus there? Yeah. Okay, cool. So we all know what our homepage looks like, right? We all know it has all these pins on it, and it's just like Facebook. It's all about the algorithms. The more active you are on it, the more content you're going to get on the things that you want. So I look up a lot of different quotes, different motivational quotes, things with skincare and beauty. Like I told you, we just bought our first house, so there's a lot of house content on here. And so that's what populates in my feed, because they know that I pin those type of posts. So they're going to show me people who are very similar to my taste. So first and foremost, does everybody know how to make a board?
No.
No. Oh my gosh. So we have like Pinterest versions. So all these little tiles that are on here, they're called pins. Basically, they're bookmarks. Okay. So as you're scrolling through your feed and you're seeing stuff, let's see if there's any good Body Shop stuff. Let's see here. Instead of looking at myself in the past, I put myself ahead 20 years and try to look at what I need to do now in order to get there. Diana Ross. Boom, motivational quote. I start every single day in my group with some kind of motivational quote, whether it be get your ass in gear, let's be awesome, this is how you take care of yourself. So I'm like, all right, I love this. This pin, I want to bookmark it. So what I would do is I would save it to a board. I will show you here in a minute how to create those. So basically, as you're going through and you see these pins, it knows some of my top choices. It knows that TBSAH, which is my Body Shop at Home, that's a board. Within those boards, you can have little mini subboards, so that way you can organize and categorize your content so you're not scrolling for days. I know that I have a motivational one, so within there, I'm going to scroll down to my motivational quotes, and I'm going to save it in there. So I know later on when I'm building content, I can come to that post or come to that subcategory in my board and just dole out all of the fun little motivational quotes that I'm making. So let's go here. Down here in the bottom, like I said, you have your boards. There's a little plus sign. It's going to say, get it. Say, no, that's not what I want to do. I lied. Ignore that. Ignore me. Up here in the top corner is your profile, okay? When you click on it, and it's going to be formatted a little bit differently if you're on your cell phone, but the concept is very similar. So you will close on here and you will see all the different boards I have. I have lots because this is what I do as a mom laying in bed at night before Body Shop is I would just go through everything. And I apologize in advance for any cuss words that may pop up on my screen. So as you can see, you know, all that good stuff. But here is my Body Shop at Home board. This is where all my collections of my boards are. Within this board are all my sub boards. The way that I organize mine, when you guys are getting ready to start building your boards out, think about how you want to categorize your posts. I know that I focused on a lot of engagement posts, product posts, games, tips and tricks, motivation, okay? So you will see all of those different types of boards in here. I had originally started doing like posts for Monday and posts for Tuesday. No, it's too much work. I'm just going to let you know right now. Just do one that's called generic engagement posts. And then when you create your content, if you're on a Monday, you'll see one that says Monday. So, yeah, so inside of these, you will see, like, let's see, that motivational quote I just did. If I open it up, you can see all the pins, all the bookmarks that I have in this board. And you can see, instead of looking at the past from Diana Ross, I got right here on this board, okay? Any questions so far? No? All right, awesome. Okay, so these, I kind of jumped ahead a little bit. These like mini boards are called sections. So whenever you are on your board, let's say you're building it, you made your Body Shop at Home board, right? If you click on this is what I was trying to do earlier. You can create, no, they've changed the format. I lied, I'm sorry. I'm trying to make stuff and I can't even do it. Oh, this is bad. More ideas, organize.
It's all good.
Add a section. Here we go. There we go. Organize. Go to organize, guys. So go to organize and then you can make a section. We will call this Kelly is awesome and rocks. Add section. Boom. Okay. So if I go back to my board, I will see I now have a section called Kelly is awesome and rocks. Okay. So when we're going through and we're browsing through our homepage, which you can always get to by clicking home, and it will go through your news feed. It says, don't be afraid to start your teen early on skincare and educating them on what products are best for their skin. They'll thank you later. I agree. So I'm going to put it in our new board, which if I click down, click save, oops, too fast. But hey, look, best part, so we can fix it if I can find it. You guys, this isn't going well for me. I promise. I know what I'm talking about. Let's edit it. There we go. That's what I was trying to do. So I put it in the Body Shop at Home on accident. I'm like, oh crap, I put it in the wrong spot, which I did. You can come and edit it and you can put it in the board that you want, okay? So save. If we were to go over here, we will see that it is in the Kelly is awesome and rocks. So we'll find it, okay? Sorry for the side tangent there. So we know how to pin. We know how to do it from the main page. Any questions so far? I mean, it's really just looking and pointing and clicking. It's super duper easy. Best part.
To show, do you guys need to learn how to make a board? Does anybody know how to, like, you know how to pin it and put it in a board, but do you guys know how to make a board?
You know, what's funny is I do it on my phone, so I have to figure out how to do it here.
No, I've never made a board.
Okay.
Updates. Here, let me show you on my phone. I know how to do we figured out how to do it on there. That little plus mark doesn't work down there. Pinterest. Oh. I know what I can do. I remember. All right, so when you are wanting to save it, create a new board down here. Sorry, I'm so used to doing it on my phone. I didn't know how to do it on my desktop. So create a new board. Say that again.
I usually do it on my phone too.
Yeah, so that's why I was like, huh? So when you do it on your phone or on your desktop, when you're creating a new board, you can do, so we create a name for it, and let's do Victor is awesome. Everybody's awesome. Okay, Kelly. I mean, so if you ever
just make sure you can delete these when you need to.
So whenever I'm doing this kind of stuff for work, everything's awesome, just by the way. But what you can do is you can keep it public. So anytime you make your board, you can make it public or you can make it secret. Me personally, I'm greedy. I make my body shop one secret so that way not everybody can steal all of my ideas, but I steal all of theirs. So if you don't make it secret, whenever you post, if people who have similar taste in what your board's about, it'll show up in their feed. That's those algorithms that we were talking about earlier. But if you don't want to share your stuff, you just click this little button and make it secret. And then you create it. And now you have a new board. And then you can add different contexts. Let's call it outdoor spaces. Actually, no kitchen because he's a cooker. He's a cooker. And then just skip. And then you have a new board. So if we go to it, you will see our secret board and it has what the content we just saved. Okay. Good so far?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Let's see here. We talked about boards. It's there for collecting, organizing your bookmarks, AKA pins. We can make it secret or public. Subsets of our boards are called sections. Think about how you want to organize it. We talked about how to pin from our main page. What I was getting ready to show is how to pin when you're actually on your boards. So sometimes what will happen, and we'll go through about what I do for building content, is as I'm going through, I'm like, man, I did that one just recently. I did that one just recently. I feel like I've done something similar. And it's like, oh, I'm running out of ideas. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom of your board, it will have an idea section. So you can click on this and it's just more ideas based on the content in that board, which helps trying to, you know, not reinvent the wheel on what am I looking for, you know, that kind of stuff. If you find that your boards are, what's what I'm looking for, are just sticking to the exact same type of post all the time, you're like, no, I've done this over and over again. If you find that one that's different, you're like, oh, that's a good one, I want to keep it. When you open it up, let's say this is what I'm talking about, you can also, on the individual pins, scroll down and see more like this. So then that way you can add a little diversity to your board. So you're not getting the same exact type of posts, but maybe similar posts. So it can create a little bit more diversity in your posts that you have on your page. Sound good? All right, I see head nodding. So those, let's see here, got that. All right, so we have all this great content now, right? So has anybody been on any of like the Christine Tiley training sessions? Yes. Did anybody sit on the one about making your brand? No. Yes. I got a combo of things. So one of the things that I did, and you can even see it in my boards, is I have one called Values Mood. And so one of the things that she suggested was that make a board on Pinterest of all the things that are attractive to you. What kind of things do you like? I just did a bunch of different color swatches and noticed I had a common theme with this deep, like dark blue and a dark aqua with like a pop of color. And so with that, and then realizing, as you can see, Hot Mess Mom, that's my stick, that's my spiel on my Facebook VIP group. Like those are the kinds of things that stuck out to me. And so what I did is I went to Canva, and this is a separate training, but I just wanted to show you how I do it. On Canva, I came up with different kind of like frames. So that way when I insert this content into my body shop frames that I've created to create a cohesiveness on my page, Of course it's not working. When I create a cohesiveness on my page, I can just import that data onto that little frame. So that way it looks nice. It's not just some random picture, some random meme. It will stand out on the page. So it's not just, what everybody else is posting in their pages. So.
And I also love while it's loading that you have branded yourself. Now, we all want to share content with each other. We all want to help each other out and give ideas. But sometimes when you work hard on stuff, and especially if sometimes people poach from your group, Jess has branded all of her stuff to say Jess, consultant with the body shop at home. Like, it's all her stuff. And it doesn't mean that you couldn't take the idea, but it forces somebody to make it their own, which I really appreciate. Like we're all going to share for each other and for the teams and for our group and Mermacorn and Phoenix and Epic, like we're all going to share with each other. But sometimes there are people in your group that are also consultants that you don't really know, or, and so it's really nice to kind of make it personal. I think we're all a big sharing community, and I don't think anybody will have any problem sharing content, but
correct.
When you work really hard on your stuff, it's hard when people just take it and they don't make it their own.
Correct. Yeah. So 100% agree with that. I know I definitely would love for people to take the ideas and the content, obviously, because I'm sharing this information with you. But I think to me, like the way Christine Tiley says, build your own brand. That's how you're going to stand out to your customers, because they're going to see, hey, when I see this, I think of this person. Yeah. Like I said, my shtick is, I'm a hot mess mom. So when you look at my, like my frames and my different graphics that I make, it has to do with scribbles and like little hand-drawn things and all that kind of stuff. And that to me is one, because I like art, and two, I have kids. So things are scribbled everywhere. It's not neat. That's not my life. So that's how I've come up.
Jess, I also appreciate you saying that you're popping this into Canva or popping it into something else, because literally what I was doing on Pinterest was just kind of screenshotting things. So my camera roll on my phone is like 7,000 pictures of things that I liked and not doing my boards or not doing my own brand. So I appreciate that you're going through and explaining that this is how you do this.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I have a lot of screenshot things.
Yes. And I did too for the longest time as well. And I was just like, it looks so like, this is just like the artist part of me. I'm like, oh, it looks so ugly. Because when you're scrolling through Facebook and you see, some of the graphics out there are really ugly and just raw and dirty. And it's just like, boring and bland. So here you go. So here's one of my frames that I'm talking about.
That's nice.
So I do all my frames like this. And as Kelly popped out, I put my name up at the top. I put who I am. I have the same kind of color scheme on everything. And I just, basically I have nine different frames. And what I do is as I go through Pinterest, and I wish this would work. This is making me so angry that it's not. Basically, the way that I do it when I'm in Canva. Do you guys use Canva?
No.
Okay. Not yet, Catherine. We're going to have to get you on a Canva training.
Yes. It is the best thing ever. So I have made my own designs. I have copycatted the designs because they give you templates, and just kind of change it to my color scheme and add a couple of different splashes that are, Jess. And so basically what I do, so I was actually doing this last night. I will go through and I will go to my motivational quotes page, right? And I'm like, okay, I know I've done that one, I've done that one, I've done that one, I've done that. And I'll scroll through and I'll be like, all right, what am I going to do this week? What am I going to do for the next 2 weeks? And I will, and here's the easy part, guys. You don't have to download it to your phone or your computer. Don't use up the space on your devices, okay? Don't download. Right click, copy image, okay? when you go into Canva, if I was able, let's see here. Let's do Instagram post. Let's hope this works. All right, let's see here. Where else can I do it?
If you walk me through it,
yeah, I can.
In Canva, but it wouldn't.
Hold on, let's look right here. I'll bring up a Word document. Blank. All right, so play pretend, guys. This is Canva. It's got my pretty thing. We've right-clicked, we've copied, Control V, boom, right there. It's on the page. I didn't have to download. I didn't have to download and upload and move this and move that. The way that I create my frames is I have my pretty outside, and then on Canva, they have these, they're called frames, and they're blank squares. And what you do is you drag this and you pop it in there, and it fits right in the little frame, and you go about your merry way onto your next one. And like I said, I have 9 of these, and I've duplicated them. So I have a total of 18 frames that I do. And I just go through copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste all the way down until I have all 18 that I want. And then I will go into send share, and I know I do good mornings at 7 a.m. every single day. And I will go through and design with Canva, Instagram post. Thank you, Kelly. Kelly is the one who told me about send share. It's the most amazing $10 I have ever spent in my life. It's $10 a month. Do it. It's a lifesaver.
Now Teresa trains her team exclusively on send share. So
oh my God, it's so amazing.
So
when Canva is working, which I don't know why, I will go through and I will put in my post. And I don't worry about, oh, go ahead, Nick.
So do you have to link Canva and SendShare together anyway, or is it already, because I know I've seen the Canva icon on SendShare.
Trying to remember, I think I just logged in. I think I did the Canva thing, and I just logged in when it popped up. So
cool. Love it. Thank you.
And you're welcome. And so, like I said, I've got those 18 tiles, right? I just go, boom, next 18 days, 7 a.m. I don't worry about what I'm saying. I don't care. I just want the content there, because I know I don't have 4 hours to try to figure out what the hell I'm going to talk about every single day for the next 18 days. I just want it there. And then as I'm laying in bed, because we all know we do it, and scroll as we fall asleep, I look at the next day's content and I go, oh, well, let's talk about this. This is fun. Or, oh, I forgot about this, and so you can move things around and do all that good stuff there. So things before I hop on, any other questions?
I do, but you may be answering it in a few minutes. So I'm going to wait to the end.
Okay. So things to be wary of. So Pinterest has a lot of great content. Pinterest also has a lot of crappy content. As you are going through and you find stuff, if you find something like, oh, I like that, I'll just save it for later. But then later on you come on and you're like, oh, why did I post that? Or why did I save that? You can click into these and you can follow them. You view the page that it came from, so you can see where the content's coming from. If it's an actual website, you're like, okay, there's probably some validity to this post of whatever's made. If it's just takes you to buy something somewhere, if it's a tip or a trick, I would be wary on it, just because you don't know how valid it is. It may just be somebody be like, here, pay attention to me and come to my page and buy it. So that you will find some of those. Also, we have a lot of competitors. There's Mary Kay, there's Beauty Counter, there's what's the E? I find that one a lot. As Kelly said, I work hard for my content. I will admit this, I try to. When I see somebody else's that's our competitor, I try to just recreate the quote or whatever content it is and put it into my frame. Sometimes, for those of you who don't know me, I have 5 kids. So sometimes, a lot of times, I don't have time to think. And so I will just do some tricks and cover up their graphics so you can't tell that it's from them. So make sure you're paying attention to watermarks or any little symbols, so that way you're not promoting somebody else. And also I will admit, I do this on my VIP page, not my business page. So that way somebody can't go, you stole my graphic from some other company. Be like, honey, it's all internal. It's not shared publicly. So those are some forewarnings. What else? I want to say there's some other forewarnings. Oh, last one, body shop graphics. So there are a lot of body shop graphics out there. There are some ladies who have done some amazing work on some of the different things that they make with like content and information. And as you can see, like this one, so bath, body, and beauty with somebody. I don't know who it is because this little thing's over it. If it's an internal bath, like body shop person, I don't hide it. That's somebody else did that hard work. They need to get the credit for it. So I try to find a way to show it on my frames. But we have, and this is me going geek on you from my old manufacturing days, we have different packaging now than we used to in the past. If you look over the years, you will see that the graphics and the design of the packaging has changed. I know, and there's somewhere in our policies about being very wary of using other graphics because they don't want us to show information or show like out-of-date products. So make sure when you're using some of the information that's out there and the graphics that are out there, that they are our current packaging. That to me is just me and my old school ways of, you know, manufacturing and all that different kind of stuff. But I think it looks better. You don't want to use something that's, you know, 15 years old and, you know, possibly has changed formula 10 over since then because we're constantly trying to go vegan. So, so be wary of that. And then if you can't, but you really love the content, just take the information and retype it, design it out. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of templates. There's all sorts of great stuff on Canva. So that way you can you utilize the information. So I'm sad that Canva's not working. That's making me so angry.
That's okay. So let me ask you this. If you wanted to take something directly from Pinterest and share it, and let's say you didn't have time and didn't have any watermarks on it, and you just saw something and you wanted to share it, is there a way to download it and share that in like the graphic just as is?
Yeah, yes. Oh, thank you. I have that on my notes and I forgot to point it out. Okay, so if sometimes this will happen, sometimes when you click on this, the right click, it won't say copy and you're like, I just want to copy. You can either do a right click and a save as, okay? So that way you can download it and then upload it into Canva or whatever graphic application that you're using. Or there's these 3 dots right here that says download image. That's how you can do it on your phone. If you're on your phone, the 3 dots is where it's at. Okay. Or if you're like me, you can bless your phone and then, you know, crop it and all that kind of good stuff. If you're an Android user, you know what I'm talking about. If you're Apple, you probably have no clue what I'm talking about. To do a screenshot, you take your phone and you go like this. So.
Okay.
Any questions?
Could you do the Control V and then Control C and Control V into Facebook? No, right? You have to download or
No. Thank you. Yes, you can. You can. Here, let's go. Do you care if I post on the page, Kelly?
No.
Okay. All right. So. All right. So let's find something awesome. Kelly, what kind of awesome thing? Awesome quotes. Let's see here. Things are never quite as scary when you've got a best friend. What kind of quote do you want? Make today awesome so that yesterday gets jealous. I love it. All right, so I'm gonna right click, copy image. Go back over to Facebook, click in like you're gonna write. Control V, or what's the Apple symbol?
Command
V, boom, it's there. No more downloading, guys. Don't download.
Okay.
Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, this is awesome. don't you post that.
Training live and in action. No more pictures. Control plus V. Boom.
Okay.
Post.
Awesome.
Ah.
So funny. I love it. So, okay, cool. That's good to know. Yeah, I don't know why I've never been able to. I always click on the picture and then it takes me to the website and then the picture is nowhere to be found that I clicked on. And so I just didn't know. I got really frustrated.
Yeah,
So.
the thing, right click is your friend. Right click, copy image.
Okay.
So right click, copy image. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yep. Download image, I see.
Yeah, I can't, I mean, does anybody have any other questions? Like I said, be sure to hop on and join my group. That way you can see what I'm talking about. You will find that some of your pictures won't fit in. So like if you were to look at this Rise on Sleigh, this whole white part is a frame in Canva. Okay, so this picture is probably like a giant rectangle, and when you drag and drop in it, it tries to center it, but it doesn't always. And so what you can do is when you put it in there, you can adjust it so that way it sits center in your frame, so that way it looks nice and pretty. Sometimes, no matter what, no matter how you fit, it won't all fit into your little frame that you have. So my trick of the trade is in my frame. So my frame's right here, okay? I just changed my frame, the color of the second border background, and then just put the picture over top of it. And then when I go to later on, do whatever round of frames I'm making, I just delete this picture and then drag and drop whatever picture I'm going to onto my frame that's there.
Cool. And this is for Catherine in Canva, which is no, Jess, you pay for Canva, right?
No, I don't.
I think I do. I think I upgraded it, but you, when you go into your designs, you can pick colors and pick a set of frames that you can kind of like design for the colors that you want, and they're always there in your designs. And so yeah, boy, Canva doesn't like you today.
No.
But when the Instagram posts and Facebook posts and Pinterest posts are all different sizes. I don't know if you've ever like tried to put something in your story and it like smooshes it or like makes it bigger. And so that's why it gives you the option to choose all of those sizes. It'll make it perfect for an Instagram post or perfect for a IG story or perfect for a Facebook story. And then it has templates and graphics and all that kind of stuff. And I haven't branded myself with my actual graphics just yet, but I'm about to, Jess. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So
I think it makes, do you know what, honestly? So the way I did it is I started doing it slowly for like all my motivational quotes. I was like, you know, I already do this in another group. Like I have a group called 100 Happy Days. I post a positive quote every single day. And so I was like, why not rob Peter, pay Paul, and I'll just put it in a pretty frame. And so I started doing it slowly. And then once January 1st hit, I was like, all right, these people realize they're going to start seeing things like when they're scrolling through their feed, they're going to see, oh, hey, that's Jess in the Body Shop at Home. And so then I just transferred all my stuff into, you know, this kind of frame. And then, you know, these 5 core colors. If you haven't done the Christy Tylee, can we share it, or can we just tag people?
Yeah,
let's
tag people in the training. It's in North American Tribes.
Yeah.
And so so we'll tag you for sure.
Yeah, so it's pretty stellar. So, and she has a lot of good stuff. She uses some great apps and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And you know, this was content for in Pinterest for interest, for inspirational content. There are people that run their business hugely on Pinterest. And so I know nothing about that yet, but I will tell you that Bridget Moore is a Pinterest expert when it comes to running a business. So I'm going to ask her if she
that'd be awesome.
Do a training for us to show how someone can literally run like a Facebook, you know, some people use Facebook, some people, you know, the people who do this for Pinterest. So I think I'll go ahead and ask her, because I literally know nothing about, I just use it for pictures. I literally look at dogs and horse art and tattoos. And you know what I mean? Like that's what I use Pinterest for. And I want to use it for more of this type stuff. So
fun fact, I just want to let you know, these two graphic right here, they're actually screenshots of some of the videos that are on the Body Shop page on YouTube. That's what those are.
Brilliant.
So you can do a graphic from anywhere. So, and if you ever get stuck or something's not working right, just hit me up with a message. I'll be glad to help you. So, like I said, my job's in the tech world, so I like geeking out. And this is fun because it's got an artistic flair to it.
Awesome. Jess, this was amazing. Do you guys have any questions for her while you have her? Well, I'm stoked. The rest of my night is gonna be spent on Pinterest now. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If you guys have any questions, just reach out.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jess.
You're welcome. Bye, guys.
Thank you, Jess.
You're welcome. Have a great evening.
Actually, do I have to?
Take care.
Do you have to make me host again so I can stop this and everything?
Probably.
Let's see.
Okay. Thanks, Nick.
Here, I can stop the recording. I'll stop it for you. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine. And just save it to the cloud, the magical cloud.
Does it go to my cloud?